We are living through a golden age of astronomy. Right now, we have confirmed the existence of thousands of worlds orbiting distant stars, mapping a galaxy that was once entirely theoretical. Yet, if you look up from a modern city tonight, you'll see almost none of it. For most of humanity, the vibrant, crowded cosmos has been replaced by a vacant, featureless void. This missing star phenomenon even follows us into deep space. In high-resolution photographs taken by NASA probes and the Apollo astronauts, the background frequently appears as a vast ink-black emptiness. Why do our most advanced vantage points, even those far beyond the reach of Earth's atmosphere, so often show a seemingly void background? To find the details hidden in that darkness, astronomers often have to look past the direct glare of the stars. They rely on the subtle interplay of light and shadow, using the darkness cast by celestial bodies as a diagnostic tool to reveal structures that would otherwise remain invisible. In the vacuum of the moon or deep space, there is no atmosphere to scatter light. This creates an environment of extreme contrast, where sunlight bouncing off a planet or a spacecraft is intensely bright. Spacecraft cameras are configured with very short exposure times to handle this glare. The shutter opens and closes in a fraction of a second to keep the foreground from becoming a blown-out white blur. While this successfully captures the details of a planet's surface, it isn't nearly enough time for the faint light of distant stars to register. The camera accurately documents the bright foreground, while the background is plunged into pure blackness. To see the fainter signals of the universe, you have to actively block the primary source of the light. Nature's most affected shield is the total solar eclipse, where a moon provides a physical barrier against the blinding radiance of a star. This precise alignment reveals the sun's upper atmosphere, or corona. These wisps of plasma and powerful magnetic prominences extend for hundreds of thousands of kilometers, but they are normally far too dim to see against the sun's brilliance. This principle is known as occultation, the same mechanism that allowed scientists to discover Uranus's rings. As the planet passed in front of a distant star, its light dimmed before and after the planet obscured it, revealing the giant's hidden structures. Temporary shadows provide the contrast required to expose these fragile features, which would be entirely drowned out by the light of a host star. Astronomers use this same logic to detect worlds across the galaxy through the transit method, the primary tool for telescopes like Kepler and TESS. We rarely image these exoplanets directly. Instead, we measure the microscopic, predictable dips in a star's brightness. When that signal drops, we are seeing the shadow cast by a planet passing between its sun and our lens. As the starlight filters through the planet's atmosphere, certain gases absorb specific wavelengths. Analyzing which vertical bands are missing from the spectrum allows us to identify water vapor, methane, or oxygen in a world trillions of kilometers away. This hunt for microscopic shadows has discovered over 3,000 exoplanets, more than all other methods combined, forming our largest catalog of potentially habitable worlds. While our technology has mastered reading these cosmic shadows, we are simultaneously erasing our access to darkness here on Earth. Urban lighting that is poorly shielded or aimed upward creates sky glow. This light scatters through the atmosphere, creating a luminous haze that bleaches the sky and washes out the faint stellar signals we try to study. This problem is compounded by a biological factor, our modern transition to energy-efficient LED lighting. The human eye uses scotopic vision to see in the dark, but the specific blue-green frequencies emitted by many LEDs actively reverse our dark adaptation. This physically prevents our eyes from accessing the sensitive monochrome vision required to see the stars. Modern light pollution creates a dual barrier. It fills the physical atmosphere with noise, while degrading our biological capacity to observe what remains. This interference is no longer confined to our cities. It has migrated into low Earth orbit. Thousands of commercial satellites now circle the planet. In the long exposure images required for deep space research, these satellites appear as bright, aggressive streaks that can render months of scientific observation unusable. Beyond the visual impact, These mega constellations flood the radio spectrum with signals that can drown out the specific frequencies used to study the origins of the universe. This radio silence is what allowed Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson to detect the cosmic microwave background, the low-level hum left over from the very first light in the universe. That discovery confirmed the Big Bang Theory, and it was only possible because their equipment could find a quiet signal. By flooding both our physical and invisible skies with artificial noise, we risk permanently obstructing the most vital data the universe has to offer.